Loose Women star Nadia Sawalha has been dropped from the hit ITV show after she was accused of sharing unhinged anti-Semitic conspiracy theories on social media. Nadia, 61, was not on the panel this week and will not appear next week, with a source claiming that while bosses love her, both parties are having some space before they discuss any return. Despite her break from Loose Women, this morning she was live on her coffee-moaning YouTube show with her husband Mark Adderley, who was suspended from the Green Party over alleged anti-Semitic rants. The couple were reacting to the local election results, and she again accused dark forces of smearing her spouse, especially within the Labour Party. But another insider claimed the YouTube channel she runs with her husband contained dangerous posts. They said, people both on and off camera at ITV have complained to bosses about the nature of the YouTube channel, which has become increasingly conspiratorial and looks like anti-Semitism, disguised as anti-Israel rhetoric. A number of colleagues fear Nadia has brought this upon herself through her dangerous posting, and there is growing concern for her mental health. Ms. Sawalha was last on Loose Women at the end of April and usually appears on the woman-only panel at least once a week. Chosen as one of the original lineup when the show launched in 1999, she has been a regular fixture ever since. She blamed dark forces when her husband was suspended by the Greens and prevented from standing as a candidate in Croydon over rants including comparing Israel to Nazi Germany. ITV declined to comment on claims that Ms. Sawalha has been dropped. But the Daily Mail understands the broadcaster has taken a dim view of her controversial comments. Another source described ITV and Ms. Sawalha as both needing some space. She is not due on air for at least another week, and both parties would likely meet to review any potential return, according to the insider. We love Nadia, she's a great loose woman, the show source claimed. There has been a lot going on, so Loose Women is having some space from her for some calm. Her husband Mr. Adderley, 55, regularly uploads the critical content to his YouTube channel, flanked by his wife. Several of the couple's videos refer to Israeli false flag operations being behind the assassination of US political figure Charlie Kirk and a missile attack on a British base in Cyprus. Shortly after Mr. Adderley's suspension by the Greens, his wife posted a lengthy 21-minute social media rant in which she blamed dark forces behind everything that you see and claimed her husband had been slandered and unfairly punished. She added, "He is the most decent, kind, super smart man with the hugest of hearts." Despite her husband's suspension, she vowed to keep supporting the Greens. The TV panelist, a former EastEnders star, insisted accusations had been taken out of context and said the couple had everything recorded to prove it. Ms. Sawalha also claimed her husband's suspension followed an internal complaint and described the process as a carve-up, arguing her husband's activism had been totally altruistic. She explained her husband is in the punishment phase of bravely speaking up for the Palestinians in a way very few people have the courage to do. His name still appeared on Thursday's ballot papers as a Green candidate for Crystal Palace and Upper Norwood in the Croydon elections despite his suspension. The campaign against anti-Semitism previously called on ITV to investigate Ms. Sawalha. A spokesman said, "What sort of dark forces is Nadia Sawalha referring to? You expect spouses to be loyal, but appearing to double down on the sort of conspiratorial tropes that her husband has been promoting and that presumably prompted his suspension from the Green Party is not the way to go about it." Ms. Sawalha has now drawn scrutiny to herself, and Loose Women need to investigate whether she is just a little too loose-tongued to stay in post. Alex Hearn from advocacy group Labour Against Anti-Semitism, who described Ms. Sawalha's posts as unhinged, welcomed the development. He said, "Nadia Sawalha has been posting vile, unhinged rants online for some time now. It is time ITV took action against her, before she does serious damage to the reputation of one of Britain's oldest broadcasters."